Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your monthly reading for April 2025. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to jump right into it, Scorpio. If you're new to my channel, first of all, this is not normal. My dog just wanted to jump in my lap. So, if you're a subscriber, you know this is Ruby. All right, so here's the thing. If you are new to my channel, I will give you your astrological overview, then I'm going to do your spread, then I'm going to break it down week by week, okay? The month of April, pull more cards, tell you some other aspects that's happened, then of course the second spread. This way your forecast feels like a personal reading, all right? And as always, if you want to go straight to the tarot reading, as always, the timestamps are in the description box. I hope you saw your last week's reading. That was bonkers. You know you're in for... Yeah, I told you about April for you. Look at what's happening. Okay, so first of all, April is a game-changing month. It is very stimulating. You are going to have so much happen right off the bat. Look at what's happening here. The most insane weekend of 2025, but big partnership stuff happening for you. Huge. I can't even begin. Okay. Wealth, money. Are you here for that? Big. Career. You here for that? Big. April changes the whole game. Welcome to the paradigm shift. I mean, we're here. All right. And then if you felt like January and February, like, you know, the past year has been a little slow, you've been walking in quicksand. Oh, that's changing now. This is the month, okay? I told you in your annual 2025 forecast, January, February, yeah, gonna be a little bit slow. March is gonna be a little bit bonkers and maybe a little confusing with a double retrogrades. Yep, eclipse season as well. Buckle up, especially when we hit mid-month, but right off the bat, for you, boom, 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 boom. So much happening. You're gonna hit the ground running, okay? Remember, the end of March was the single most important time of 2025. Okay, I've told you. Okay, so just look at that reading right now. Once in a lifetime. Just, you know, the planetary alignments. Now, what happened at the end of March is spilling over into April. So you're going to start feeling what happened in March a lot in April. It's going to be really, really big. You're kicking off this brand new era. All right. So I want you to get really excited, especially after that new moon solar eclipse that we did have. That was in your sixth house. We'll talk about that. But this you're experiencing right now in April. So it's a once in a lifetime month. That's 2025, I told you, is once in a lifetime year. Like, we've just never seen anything like this. So welcome to your great awakening. Welcome to the age of wisdom. We're on the brink of the age of Aquarius. You know, you're feeling that, right? That Aquarius energy. You're leaving, you know, your old world, moving into the new. So focus on that heart-based living, okay? You're Scorpios, of course you do. Your soul's mission, all of that. Your path to enlightenment. All this Aries energy that you're still going to feel in the beginning. Remember what I said last week, okay? So Aries, it's courage, it's entrepreneurial, it's ambitious, self-sufficiency, leadership. I am, right? The I am of the zodiac. Embrace it, okay? And remember, Neptune moved into Aries for the first time in, 164 years. You're going to be experiencing that for the next 14 years. Nobody on this earth has ever experienced Neptune in Aries. So it's that spiritual warrior is coming out. You're going to get really busy with work. Your daily life is just going to pick up. There's going to be a lot happening for you. I want you to get excited because April is going to feel like a slingshot. All right. And, not the one that you find in a box of Fruit Loops. Like the one, did you see Interstellar? You saw that movie? When Cooper used that massive, black hole's gravity to, right? Kick up, velocity, accelerate to Edmund's planet. That's what's happening. You're gaining a lot of momentum within your orbit. All right. So I want you to know that anything that happens at the beginning of the week, go with the flow. Okay. Flow with the go with the flow. Because of the retrogrades, all right? We're going to talk about that. But you see, Mercury finally goes direct, okay? So if things feel slow for you still in the first week, it's because Mercury's retrograde. And it's needed for you because you're reassessing things. You're about to have a big surprise happen. in your life. So you don't want to make solid decisions anyway. You may be waiting to hear back from people anyway. Things may not be going at your speed anyway, because there's a reason for that, all because of the double retrogrades. All right. But again, look at what's happening. Let's go. Let's get started. April 4th, I told you it is the most insane weekend of 2025 of the year. You've got on Friday, all right, April 4th, Saturn sextile Uranus. You got Mars sextile Uranus. You got Mars trine Saturn. Hello, what is happening? So why don't we just start with that? And of course, I'm going to talk more about this in your weekly reading next week. But Saturn sextile Uranus, Scorpio, we haven't had this since 1997. Okay, rare. It's very rare. Big. I said you're gonna start feeling it last week. This is it. Okay. Saturn sextile Uranus. Uranus is in Taurus, your opposite sign. What does that mean? All of this is building structure in partnerships, in relationships, commitment energy. Really, really nice. That can be career. That can be love. It's one-on-one commitments. It can be your wedding planner. It can be your, book agent. It can be whatever resonates with you. Okay. Your publicist. It doesn't matter. There's one-on-one stuff happening here. And legal matters is going to be a big thing for you this week. Actually, this month. All right. All right, now, Mars, sextile Uranus, there you go. We only get this twice a year. So you see what's happening here? You got your ruling planet, your traditional ruler, sextiling Uranus too, partnerships and relationships. Now, your ruling planet is also trining Saturn. What did I say about Saturn? Saturn is bringing that stability. All right, so this is one of the biggest days of the year. Actually, one of the biggest weekends of the decade. All right, it is enormous. You don't see, like, Mars sextile Uranus only happens like twice a year. Mars trine Saturn once a year, but because of the retrogrades, like I told you in your annual forecast, they're a blessing in disguise. We get this like 3 times this year. Anyway, this is big because Uranus, what is Uranus? The Great Awakener, right? The planet of change, of evolution, of revolution, of progress, of innovation, of freedom. That's Uranus. All breakthroughs, personal breakthroughs, surprises, maybe even shocking surprises. Maybe someone going to propose to you here or offer you a contract. Like, you just don't know with Uranus. This is big because Saturn is bringing that stability. Saturn is life lessons, authority, right? Making you a bigger authority, or it could be just an authority figure here. Yeah. Long-term plans, goals, all of that. Long-term gains, that's Saturn. In these auspicious aspects, even sextiles being windows of opportunity. So, wow. And Saturn brings stability to the actions that you take, because Mars is all about action, right? Your passions, drive, ambitions. So whatever you're doing this weekend, you're going to remember, a year from now, 2 years from now, 10 years now. Like, this is big, okay? You're leaving a legacy, you're a footprint, okay? But you got to use it. You got to make things happen, right? Now, so strong are these aspects that are happening on the same day, right? You're going to feel it as soon as you hit the month. Remember, you start feeling it at the end of March. You're going to feel it up until April 10th, 12th, So take that action and see what happens. Uranus, again, breakthroughs. Of course, April 4th will be, the, like the golden buzzer. But I told you, in the astrology overview, April astrology overview live stream I did, all these aspects are happening at just incidentally 25 degrees, right? 25 degrees is the Aries degree point. It's a cardinal degree, fresh starts, new leadership, all of that, new beginnings. Go for it. Coming after that new moon solar eclipse in Aries, go for it. All right, so this is really big, and all those planets at that Aries 0 degree Aries point. We're still in Aries season, where the sun is exalted in Aries. The sun is going to be at its exalted degree this weekend. Mercury in Aries, all about new beginnings. So what is your vision moving forward, right? Think about that, okay? And again, don't rush into things. Let things play out. Mercury is retrograde and Uranus is very active. There's going to be changes, maybe some you did not expect. But again, these are all happening for you, all right? Maybe there's, new love coming in. It's in your seventh house, the house of marriage. Come on. So just keep that in mind, all right? There's a lot of things that are going to happen. A lot of things going to watch these days, but put wheels in motion, okay? Oh, you're going to feel this. I'm very excited for you, all right? Now, the other thing is that, and everybody's going to, here's the thing. If you are a cross watcher, if you watch for your rising, your moon, or even for, your lover or, your boss, whoever it is, every sign is going to feel this because it hits all the modalities, right? So they're all activated. But if you know your birth chart, your natal chart, if you want to see how much this is going to have an impact on you, if you have any planets between 23, 27 degrees of Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius, you're going to feel this. Oh, you're going to feel this. Okay? Now, just when you didn't think your life could get any more ridiculously life-changing, look at what's happening on Saturday, April 5th. Sunday, April 6th, depending on where you live. A lot of these aspects happening really late at night, early in the morning. A lot of them are just, listen, I'm just going to say over the weekend, okay? Saturday to Sunday. The sun sextiling Jupiter. What? This is happening the same weekend as all of this. The best, luckiest day of the month. Okay? This is insane. This is Jupiter, the planet of luck, good fortune, growth, profit, expansion, abundance, wisdom, all of that. Sex on Jupiter, remember, window of opportunity right here. What is happening? This is huge. We only get the sextile Jupiter twice a year. Twice a year. This is the first one. Use it. What I say, put wheels in motion. This is a Midas touch right here. On the same day that Venus will trine Mars. What? No. Come on. You're joking. Okay, so this, when I say is the most insane weekend of 2025, it's insane. All right? It's insane. So, what does this mean for you, Scorpio? Well, you got Jupiter and Gemini in your 8th house. So, not only is your house of partnerships activated, you got the 8th house activated, which is deep partnerships. It's like that level of depth in love, in business partners, wealth building. That's the 8th house. This is deep transformation. Deep. You would know all about it. You rule the 8th house. This is enormous. You are building something here big. And again, it can be, when I say wealth, like investors, inheritance, investments. It could be bonuses, commissions. It can be joint bank accounts. There's a lot here. Royalties, taxes, paying off debts, loans, things like that. Royalties. Come on. This is huge for you. The same day that Venus is trining Mars. What? Okay, so that's romance right there. This is two cosmic lovebirds getting together, and one of the most auspicious aspects that makes things effortless for you. It's like this huge, great flow. So, Venus, romance, money, creativity, love, sex, beauty, all of that. With the planet of luck and good fortune activated at the same time, please use this, okay? Scorpio, please do not go on that solo trip to Antarctica this week. Like, you want to be around people. You never know. You could be walking down the street, right? And bump into, someone who is the investor for that, I don't know, banana company you want to launch. Whatever it is, you just don't know what will happen. So please make yourself available. You got Venus trine Mars. Listen, Venus is in Pisces, Mars is in Cancer. You complete that. You complete that picture, okay? You complete me, Reese, right? Anyway, or no, who's it? Who's the girl that plays it? Anyway, you complete me. Anyway, I forget her name. I think it's Reese. No, it's another one. Bridget Jones. Anyway, That's all water. That's water. This is very emotionally moving. You're going to feel emotionally moved. Yeah? Okay? Renee. Venus retrograde is happening, though. So here's the thing. People from your past are coming back. Former lovers are coming back. But if not any of that, creative ideas you had in the past are coming back around. Yeah? Venus is, remember, dredging things out from the past, and Venus is in Pisces in your 5th house of true love, of romance, but also creativity and children and family and, joy and pleasure, recreation, hobbies, and of course, sex. All right. Scorpios are here for that. You've got the 2 houses of, intimacy, right? Activated this weekend. So if you're here for that, there you go. Okay. But again, it could just be a lot of things you were thinking about the past are coming back, or physically circumstances, it coming back into your life. Okay. This is happening at 25 degrees. You're going to hear me say that a lot. 25 degrees you're going to see it repeat a lot this month. So anyway, if you're single, if you're not going, this is the big window, perhaps the biggest window that you're going to have. All right. So please put yourself out there, swipe away. Yeah. And whatever it is, Tinder, whatever it is, this is the time to go to, the balloon store, wherever you meet singles. I don't even know. Go to the libraries, the cat cafe. It doesn't matter because it's the time to mingle. Spring is sprung. It's also looking really good in, the southern hemisphere for fall. People love fall coats. Listen, this is the time. And if you happen to be, here's the thing. Let's say you're called to jury duty. Yeah. Because it is that time. Okay. If you live in the US, don't fret. Because remember what I said, you've got Jupiter bringing you luck. You've got Uranus bringing you surprises. Lucky surprises. So the person sitting next to you could be your soulmate. The person sitting next to you could be the person that's like, oh, you want to open a banana company? Yeah, I love the idea. Here's 50 million. You just never know. That's the thing. Be available. All right. Like I said in your 2025 forecast, even last month, these retrogrades are actually a blessing in disguise, bringing Venus trine Mars 3 times this year. 3 times. And it's going to happen again next month. And when that happens, looking at what's going on for you, oh my goodness, I can't even. It's going to be big. Okay. Just wait for it. All right. Now, Jupiter, remember, is bringing you blessings. And I want you to remember also that your blessings depend on the actions you take. I always talk about this. I got to remind you all the time, karma, right? You're on a karmic journey, all right? In Sanskrit, right? Karma literally means action, all right? So, this is going to be, when we have it next month, by the way, that's your second shot, but you got Jupiter here this time. This is the best time. And I'm just telling you, Scorpio, now, because out of all the signs, it's you that have the emphasis on partnerships, relationships, love, business partners, all of that, everything that I just mentioned. It's you, Scorpio. You got 5, 6 planets, all of that's happening between your 7th and 8th house. So Venus trine Mars, we don't have this in 2026 at all. After May, no, not 25. We don't get this until 2027. That's why I'm here for you. I'm helping you plan things. Okay. So please, all right, you're gonna be your soulmate, invite me to your wedding, you're gonna invite me to your banana company opening, whatever it is, or just become a member. Listen, all the air signs, fire signs, they're gonna feel, Sun, sextile Jupiter the most, but you and all the water signs are gonna feel Venus trine Mars the most. But everyone's going to feel all of it. Okay? Now, Monday on the 7th, this is big for you. All right? Venus conjuncting Saturn in Pisces at 25 degrees. Okay? And even 25, right? Numerology, 2 + 5 = 7. Very spiritual. Very, very spiritual. But anyway, this is big. Okay? Because this is typically a once a year aspect. You know what we're doing? We're having Venus conjunct Saturn twice this month. So I need to stress to you big. This is Saturn in Pisces. Not just Saturn in Pisces, Saturn with the North Node conjuncting the North Node, and Venus and Mercury all in Pisces. Remember, I told you things are spilling over from the end of March. Yeah? And so this is your fifth house. This is your fifth house. Saturn is saying, with Venus, love, relationships, money, creativity, all of that, okay? All in your fifth house. So love, true love, creativity, children, everything I mentioned earlier, okay? Procreation, y'all want kids? Here's the thing. Saturn is going to be serious now and say, this is like, you got to commit. Saturn's building that structure. It's conjunction. It's powerful. You're going to feel it, all month because it's happening again. We'll talk about it later, but just think about Venus, the things that you desire, the things that bring you pleasure as well. Even business colleagues with Saturn. Listen, there's going to be something here where Saturn is going to be very, very like a judge, okay? He's going to be very, very like a TSA agent. He's going to be like, he's got his aviators on. He's going to come in hard. He does the reality checks. So you got to really know what you want. This is your awakening. Just remember, as above, so below. What do you want? Because this is you building that stability. All right. Again, we're going to have it later, and that's going to be a little bit more powerful. All right. So now, and it's with your North Node. Okay, I'll tell you. It's not on the whiteboard, but because I love you, Scorpio. I'm going to, again, next week we'll talk about this a lot more, but Venus will sextile Uranus at the same time. Okay? Big. Remember, Uranus in your seventh house of partnerships and relationships. There's some breakthrough here. There's some surprises. There's something here really like your personal breakthrough. It's going to be a big weekend for you. Big, okay? And day. Now, you see Mercury goes direct, no longer retrograde. So, hello, that's amazing. That's amazing. Here's your clarity, your new perspective, your forward momentum. So I'm very excited for you. This is all in your fifth house, Scorpio. I've been a big fan of Team Scorpio forever. Here's the thing, though. Mercury doesn't do super well in Pisces, so just have that patience because Mercury will re-enter Aries in about a week, and it just can be a little too dreamy, but just take this time. It's your fifth house. Go out with your lover. Go out with your friends, your children. Go, see, Twilight. Whatever you want to do, just do it now, right? Have those endorphin hits. Remember, Mercury is part of that 5-6 planet conjunction in Pisces last month. And so you're still going to be feeling a lot of that energy. And now it's direct. That's great. So there's something that you're correcting around that may have happened around March. Mercury's all about thinking, processing. Yeah. All right. And communication. The other thing is what happened for you September 2024. Will you think about that? Yeah. The last week. Well, the last 2 weeks when we had that eclipse in Pisces because Mercury's going direct at that same degree. So if something's coming up, pick up on the patterns. Anything from the last 2 weeks of September. Now, remember what I said. All these planets still conjuncting. They're all right next to each other. When you isolate Mercury conjunct Saturn, this is why I'm making this a big deal for you, because it is in your fifth house. But it's fun for you. It's your fifth house. It's joy and pleasure. Mercury conjuncting Saturn alone, this is a planet where you're gonna have to be willing to commit to something. Okay, Saturn. That's because Saturn is here, and Saturn's saying, what do you want? And remember, Mercury was retrograde that whole time. So again, something around February. What were you thinking about February? What were you processing? What was coming back? Very nostalgic energy too. But now it's like you saying, I know what I want, right? So just keep that in mind. There's a lot of commitment energy this month, okay? Make it or break it, or not committing. Because look, Saturday, right? April 12th, we have the full moon in Libra. So, first things first, hi, we've got a weekend full moon. How exciting. Go out, see it, talk to the moon. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be gorgeous. It's happening at 9 p.m. A nighttime full moon. Amazing. That's really great. My time, Eastern Standard Time, New York City time. But, remember, convert that to wherever you live in the world. But remember, full moons are so potent, you feel it days before, days after. This happened in Libra, in your 12th house, Scorpio. So what does this mean? First, full moons are endings, right? And it's Libra. Partnerships, relationships, commitments, legal matters. There's something here ending. It's a turning point, reflection that you're having because it's a full moon, right? It's a, nighttime. It's the subconscious. It's happening in your 12th house. The 12th house is the subconscious. Okay. What is the subconscious? It's where we store our memories. So there's something here. And I'm not saying that a lot of y'all are ending physical partnerships, relationships. A lot of y'all are, but a lot of y'all are ending certain ways that you're seeing them, or something that's been holding you back, or something that you've been telling yourself, like, I'm not good enough for this, or yeah, you're ending that now. You're ending that now. Okay. And this full moon actually technically ends the Aries Libra axis we've been on for 2 years, 2023. Okay. And so there is truly some, you've grown a lot. I am just so excited for you, Scorpio. 7th house, I do want you to know, remember, it's a full moon. It reflects, you're seeing things, right? You're seeing things unfold because it's very intuitive energy. But here's the thing. It's in your 12th house. 12th house is hidden enemies. It's self-sabotage. It's facing your fears. So there's going to be something, again, more about you here and what you want. All right? So keep that in mind. All right? It's going to be big. 12th house is intuition. So I just think it's going to be a very intuitive time for you. Very spiritual, very healing. Now, on paper, this full moon doesn't look great, especially for you. I'm sorry to say. And I say that because the sun and moon will be squaring Mars. Again, Mars is your traditional ruler. You feel Mars, right? You feel Mars because Mars is in Cancer. Things have felt really, strange in that area of your life, which would be your 9th house, spirituality, your belief system, how you see things, wisdom, self-belief, right? Also, publishing, broadcasting, travel, long distance travel. There could have been some things that have just been a little bit slow there for a little bit. Here's the thing. Okay, so it's going to be very emotional for you, but like I said, didn't look good on paper. But when you actually look at it, and I looked at it, AF, you've got the sun conjuncting Chiron at the same time. Chiron, wounded healer. And it's the sun actually conjuncting it, so it makes it easier to do that, like deep healing, that profound healing. You've got Jupiter, the planet of luck, abundance, all that, trining this moon. You've got Uranus, breakthroughs and surprises, sextiling Venus, Saturn, and the North Node, opportunity. And you have Mars, your ruling planet, trining Mercury, Venus, Saturn, the North Node. And even you can throw Neptune in there. You want to go down, baby? Okay, good girl. There you go. All right. So, what does that mean? It means this is an amazing full moon. It's a loaded full moon. Scorpio, come on. Let's hear it. You're going to do some big old changes here. You're unloading a lot here, and it's going to be very cathartic for you. I really love this one for you. It's an amazing one. All right. So just be very mindful. It can be very emotional too. And it is your 12th house. So it could be that is the subconscious. That's what the moon is. So it can be very heavy for you. So please take that time to reflect around this time regarding partnerships, relationships, your relationship with your sister, your babysitter, whoever it is, whatever comes up for you. What is the next step at this point? Libra's all about commitments, yeah? And here's the other thing. You're going to love this. Libra's ruler, Venus, is going direct. Venus, who has been retrograde since March 1st, is officially direct at 25 degrees. So, a lot of new beginnings happening for you this month. Now, This is big, okay? Because Venus, direct in Pisces, yeah? Venus is exalted in Pisces, in your fifth house of love, joy, pleasure. I love this. I love this. Because Venus is sextiling Uranus, breakthroughs. Uranus could be breakups too, okay? Just a FYI, but like for freedom. Like if a relationship's not working out, you know it. It's like you're freeing yourself. It's mutual. We're both like, oh yeah, it's not working. But Uranus is bringing you new opportunities in money and love and sex and creativity. It's all in your fifth house. It's all in your fifth house. You got Uranus in your seventh house. Legal matters here too. Venus, by the way, you know that Venus rules Libra and Taurus. Yeah? So the fact that Uranus and Taurus is activated here, Uranus is a finance sign. There's something here with money for you. There's something here with money for you. Or your possessions, your values, things that you desire, like all of that. This is a significant full moon in general, but for you especially, all right? You can have sudden opportunities in money, in meeting someone, in hearing good news. What did I say? Jupiter's activated, trining the moon. Expansion, growth, luck. Come on, okay? And at this point, I'm going to say, listen, yes, your sun sign is important. Your rising sign, equally important. They complete your horoscope, okay? 50-50 there, right? But you really need to be reading your moon sign, especially this month. With the lunations this month, I want you to read your moon sign, okay? And every month, to be honest, sometimes the lunations are stronger than the planetary aspects. Anyway, reason I'm saying this is because the moon is going to be in your sign at some point. Actually, in a few days from this, okay? So that's going to be big. Yeah, because you're going to be really going deep. We'll talk about it in your weekly forecast. Now, Venus, as you know, is very feminine energy, but you know the moon is too feminine. It's also, mother, right? So what does that mean? That means that there is very likely a female figure in your life that's going to be involved around this full moon. Okay, it can be a mom, it can be a boss, it can be girlfriend, wife, it can be a neighbor, it can be a colleague, it can be a lawyer. Libra is a woman with the scales, right? Roman goddess of justice. Okay, Libra literally translates to scales in Latin. So when I talked about legal matters, yeah, big. You got so much happening and activated in your seventh house. Then you got Mars activated in Cancer in your ninth house. There's just going to be some legal matters for something. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that you might sign some, like it's tax month anyway, like, right? Anyway, here's the thing. Who's going to be affected by this full moon the most? It's going to be all the cardinal signs, Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, and Taurus. Okay? The most, but everyone's going to feel it. If you have any planets, okay, in any of the cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, between 20 to 26 degrees, you're going to feel this the most, okay? And it doesn't matter what cardinal sign. We're looking at the angular aspect. Anyway, here's the thing, though. Is Venus going direct? What does that mean for you, Scorpio? It means Venus is now direct after being retrograde, now doing things for you, now bringing you stuff, now bringing you love, bringing you relationships, creativity, things you desire. Remember, Venus is also beauty. You can go out and get that haircut, okay? Go out and go bonkers, get that Pert Plus, whatever you want. This is a big, big thing. Venus, this is going to be big. Venus is exalted in Pisces. Oh gosh, amazing. Children, news about children. It's exciting. Creativity. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. So here's the other thing. Okay. Here's the other thing. Mercury on the 15th or 16th, wherever you live. All right. Mercury finally, moves into Aries. Like I said, this is big. All right. One thing I'm going to tell you, well, I'm going to tell I'll tell everybody because how much, oh gosh. Okay. On April 16th, not even on the whiteboard, Mercury's going to conjunct Neptune. Okay. Now you've heard me say this twice last month. Neptune's in Aries now. This happened at 0 degrees. This is going to be loud. Mercury has a megaphone. This is going to be very, very, very loud. You got things to say. Okay? Remember, nobody has experienced Mercury conjunct Neptune on this planet. Nobody. It's been 164 years. I remember speaking compassionately, but now assertively. Like you got something to say. This is your sixth house, or you are going to hear something. Trust me on this, okay? Look at my last live stream, but it is happening in your sixth house. So everyday activities, your routine, your lifestyle, health matters. Could be like doctor, could be therapist, could be physical therapist, your personal trainer, or a vet, or work. A boss, colleague, employee. But again, it can be you saying something to any of these people. Now, look at what's happening, Scorpio. Come on, Thursday the 17th. I'm going to talk more about this in your weekly forecast. I'm running out of time here. Mars and Leo, okay? He's on fire. Look at that. Mars is finally out of Cancer. Everything that's been slow for you, January, February, March, he's on fire. He's a rocket booster right here. Best time for you. Your ruling planet finally out of the sign it does the least best, moving into Leo. Fire. This is heart-based. I told you live a heart-based life. This is Mars and Leo's loud, proud. It's big. This is you being your authentic self. This is Leo. Leo's the king, the queen, the royal, right? Personal power. This is your personal power. You're taking back your power and you're feeling that power. Mars and Leo. Leo rules your 10th house of career and fame and public recognition, honors, achievements, your reputation. Doesn't matter if you're retired, you're working. Doesn't matter. What do you want to be known for? This is it. This is huge. Your job, career, all of that is going to be through the roof starting now. Okay? Think about what happened for you March to July 2023. Yes, it's been 2 years since Mars has been in this area of your life. This is big. Mars is here for 2 months. Okay? So go, girl. All right? Go get it. But don't go because, Mars and Leo, that can be pride. That can be ego, yeah? But look at what's happening. You got Mars in Leo, fire sign. You got Sun, Mercury, Neptune in Aries, fire sign. You got Jupiter and Pluto in 2 air signs. What do you get when you put fire and oxygen together? Things are going to blast off for you now. You got the Sun, Mercury, Neptune in your 6th house of work. And you got Mars, your ruling planet, now in Leo in your 10th house of career. You got a lot of home stuff happening too with Pluto and Aquarius. Big. And hey, the moon is going to actually be in Sagittarius this day. Money. And that's another fire sign. You got so much happening, Scorpio. I'm so excited for you. By the way, what did you do? What were you doing in your birthday season, right? What were you doing in November to December? What did you want to do, but couldn't? Because Mars, remember, went into Leo for a little bit before going retrograde. Oh, yeah, that was not fun. So what were you doing in any 10th house, career, fame, public recognition, whatever you want to be known for, were your biggest passion that you couldn't because Mars just didn't have the energy for you? Well, now you can. Things from that time going to be coming up. When Mars went retrograde in this area of your chart, there's a million things happening around this time. We'll talk about it in your weekly forecast. It's especially relevant to you. So just check your weekly forecast. Now, Saturday 19th, the sun moves into Taurus. There you go, Scorpio. Okay. We're in Taurus season. All your emphasis and focus will be on partnerships, relationships, one-on-one commitments. This is big, and there's some major magical things happening this day. I wish I could tell you now. I can't. Maybe if we have time, when I break it down week by week, I'll do it in your weekly forecast. Sunday, I'm going to skip that. Oh gosh, that's a big day for you. Let's go to the 21st. Sun square Mars is a bigger day for you. Challenging, okay? This is the week when things start getting a little bit more challenging, okay? Just be mindful of this. You're not going to be seeing eye to eye here with some people, okay? The sun is squaring Mars. Mars is your ruler, but also it now in Leo in your 10th house, ego, pride, right? Your 10th house of career, work, or reputation, things like that, okay? So just, you may not see eye to eye with someone here. You just want to practice patience, be diplomatic. Remember, you are on a karmic journey, all right? I'd say that literally you're on a karmic journey, but it's this day that the sun will conjunct the north node. And that is one of the biggest things that's happening this year. Now, you know the Saturn's been conjuncting the north node for months, but this is it. The perfection. All right? So life lessons, right? Saturn is karma. You know that. On the north node, the point of fate, destiny, karma, your purpose. This is big, okay? What's the legacy you want to leave behind? What is the direction you want to go? This is Saturn amplifying the north node, all in your 5th house of joy and pleasure, okay? And so this is great because you're reaping rewards, yeah? But you got to just know what direction you're going, especially with Venus conjunct Saturn. All these, remember, Saturn's going to come in hard this month. There could be an authority figure here at play. There could be you becoming a bigger authority, having children. There could be some here with love, with just anything, the creative stuff, projects you're working on. Venus is applying here, which is great. I love that for you. Here's the thing. Just real quickly, how big of a deal is this? Remember, we're at April. Next month, in May, Saturn is officially leaving Pisces, moving into Aries. So now that's bringing a whole new energy to your destiny, a whole new energy. Okay. So remember, this is a 19-year cycle. Neptune is fresh in Aries. This is once in a lifetime. That's all I'm saying. This is a once in a lifetime. You got to have some big family stuff happen here too. Okay. Just watch that area. All right. We're going to talk about that in the second spread. Always the lunations in the second spreads for tier 3 members. But that's one of the biggest moon conjunctions. Your domestic sector, home, family, children, like all that really amplified significant other, as you know, with all this energy in Pisces, that just amplifies it. Now, Wednesday, the 23rd, you got the sun square Pluto in Aquarius. So again, watch the home sector here. Watch the home sector. Real estate, even real estate matters. You're just, here's the thing. The sun is in Taurus, a fixed sign, squaring Pluto in Aquarius, a fixed sign. You complete this picture, you're a fixed sign, okay? This is going to have a big impact on you, Scorpio. This is revolution and revelations. Secrets being revealed, things like that. It can be, again, challenging, not seeing eye to eye. Heart-based living, okay? This is your empowerment, all right? Just be mindful. You're on your path to enlightenment. Everything is actions you take. They all have ripple effects, all right? Just don't let anyone take your power, all right? Trust your intuition. Now, not on the whiteboard, Thursday, 24th, Venus conjunct Saturn again, but Venus is now direct, all right? So big. And conjuncting the North Node, remember, North Node's here in the picture too, but also the moon in Pisces. So the 24th, really big day. This is your awakening. It's your healing path, spirituality, but you got to know which direction you're going at this point, because all these retrogrades now direct, all those retrogrades it was the time for you to reassess and think about what you want moving forward. Now everything is saying we're going without you. You've got to know. And I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just saying you don't get Venus conjunct Saturn twice in a month. You don't, it just doesn't happen. I'm preparing you. This is when Saturn's going to come in hard. He's like a TSA agent, like I said. Now, Friday, April 25th. This is going to be the most challenging aspect for you. You've got Mars opposite Pluto, your two rulers. Mars, your traditional ruler. Pluto, your modern ruler. This is, thankfully, the final opposition, okay? But this is ego. This is power trip, power struggles, power plays. This is colors flipped up. This is, come at me, bro, energy. Yep. Authority figures, bosses, all of that. Micromanagers, unhinged. Yeah. All testing you now. All right. Just keep that in mind. Okay. It can be family here too. It can be like parent, grandparent, things like that. Okay. Or it's for the collective. It could be you. It could be you coming in hard at someone. So just be mindful. Just be mindful. It can be a little West Side Story here, but stay frosty, be cool. Here's the thing. Think about, we have this January 2nd, okay? It's an opposition. What happened a week before that? What happened a week after that? Well, you know what happened around that time, all right? But for you and your personal life, what happened around that time, okay? Just if there was anything really strong coming up, you've had it already. You know what not to do, right? There's a lot of other things. We're just going to get, we have a new moon in Taurus, April 27th, Sunday, April 27th. Listen, here's your new relationship. Here's a new direction in a relationship or a partnership in career, love, legal matter. Remember, that's what Taurus represents for you. It's your opposite sign. I do like it. I like this new moon. There's some stuff happening here that's amazing. However, look at all of this happening at the same time, okay? And the moon squaring your rulers, Pluto and Mars. So just keep that in mind. All right? There may be something here testing you during the new moon, but again, we'll talk about your weekly forecast. It is a nice, I like it. Just something just could be testing you around that time. And then lastly, on Wednesday, April 30th, Venus officially moves back into Aries. That's big. Venus was in Aries all of February retrograde too, in March. So again, it's something from around that time that you really wanted, that you were reassessing or couldn't get, or it's happening now. You're getting it. Let's get started. Let's see what's going for you, Scorpio, for April 2025. Scorpio, how are y'all doing? Y'all are amazing. Y'all crack me up. What are y'all? Scorpio, you got so much partnership, relationship stuff. You've even taken care, maybe not even seeing friends that much. You're like, I mean, you did have that eclipse in Virgo. Anyway, you got a lot happening. You got like career stuff, family stuff. Scorpio, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. Offers the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, well, you know that we will. Secondly, Scorpio, you know I love y'all. All right, so, Wow. This is okay. So I'm freaking out. I'm having a personal freak out, but you are going to be fine. You're just going to have to change. So no, I'm sorry, not you change. When I say April is game changing, and you're on the brink of new beginnings, yes. You see that. Like, I'm not even joking. And what's really funny is that if you are a cross watcher, look, let's get started. You got the 7 of Wands. If you're a cross watcher, you've probably heard me say, oh, the 7 of Wands, I don't see him that much. I haven't seen him so much in the past couple months. It's come up a lot in a lot of people's spreads. Okay? I like this. 7 of Wands, all about valor, all about standing your ground, all about just, knowing your worth, knowing your value. Think about the word valor, okay? Let's break it down to it. Let's go back to Middle English. Valor, right? Test of time, standing the test of time, standing your ground. Like, okay, everything you've worked hard for, maybe there's people that are coming after you. Maybe there's people who are jealous of you. Maybe there's people who are just like, I want what you got. And you've just been, no, standing your ground, drawing a line in the sand, okay, successfully. Maybe with career. Remember, things have been with career or your reputation, yeah? Or whatever you want to be recognized for. If you're retired, if you want to be known as the best, country club owner in, your town, that's your 10th house. Standing around. He's on the higher ground. Higher ground. Okay, so this is your recent past. So there could have been some things that you're really fighting hard for, okay? And just remember, you had your ruling planet in a place that was just not fun. And so you were reassessing a lot with those retrogrades as well, all right? Now, especially with Mars retrograde as well. But this is great. Continue to stand your ground diplomatically, and don't fight too hard. And don't exhaust yourself, okay? Because you're going from the 7 of Wands to the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands in the heart of your spread. Now, I'm going to show you something here I'm going to show you something here right now that it's just so uncommon, but it's been happening. This is now the 3rd sign that it's happened in. 2nd and a half. Okay? It happened in one of the 2nd spreads for another sign. You just got 3 10s. Remember, 10 is the end. 1 0 equals 1 new beginning, right? In a month that I just told you, new beginning, when I said everything is ending, everything's leaving Pisces, everything's moving into Aries. You're strongly moving into this month with that Aries energy. New beginnings, fresh new starts, 25 degrees. There you go. 3 10s. Everything is ending for you. And you don't know. You have to sit on something to think about it. Like, wow, Jimmy was really right when he said those Uranus aspects, the full moon in Libra, everything he says is going to, like, some things are surprising, unexpected. I probably shouldn't have agreed to this when Mercury was retrograde, when Jimmy told me not to and said, just wait and play things out because things changed and something better came through. But anyway, everything's ending. You got the 10 of Wands. Don't take on too much. This is a card of burden. This is you taking off. This is okay. It's fine because it's you being, of service to other people and but you're taking on everyone else's things. Don't, okay? And even if you're not, remember, you got so much work stuff activated. You're taking a lot, okay? Can be really stressful. It's wands, okay? I don't know how much wands weigh in tarot. I know how much bamboo weighs in real life. They're heavy. When you got that much, they're heavy. But he's doing it to himself, okay? Don't overburden yourself. This is burnout energy. The good news is it's coming to an end, but you got to have that awareness. You got to know what to drop. Remember I said Saturn's going to come in hard. Say, what do you want moving forward? We're going to stabilize it. We're going to move forward, but we're leaving without you if you're not, right? So know when to drop some of these ones, and don't distract yourself from the things that you need to look into, because you got the 10 of Pentacles in your challenge area, another 10. But looking at this, it just seems like there is something here that, again, family, money, wealth. This is a card of success. You got Pentacles, the 5-pointed star, right? Linked to the vault of heaven, right? We're going back to Mesopotamia, thousands of years ago. Linked to the golden ratio. This is absolutely amazing. This is an amazing card. It's in your challenge area. I don't see it as a bad thing. I see it as like this is like your awakening, okay? Because you have your eyes closed and you have all these 10s, okay? And the 10 of Swords in your crown. This is a wonderful 10, but it's in your challenge area. Remember, there's something new here. You've got to see where you're going. This is success, prosperity. The way I see it is like, if you can't move that, if you got to drop some of these wands, okay? He can't, look at this. He's carrying so many wands, he can't even see where he's going. So just drop some wands this month. Don't take on too much. Don't take on too much, okay? All this Aries energy in your 6th house of everyday activities. Like I said, that's what wands are. Your passions, ambitions, things you're doing. Wands are invigorating, right? But they're also work related, career, all of that. So, and creative energy. So if you feel a little drained, don't do it to yourself, okay? You want to move forward and quickly when Mars moves into your 10th house. This is just saying, let's be mindful of our physical realm, all right? This is consciousness. This is ascension to that next level. You can, there's so much happening here, but there just may be something where you need to take some time thinking about like your legacy, what's your end game, right? With family, this is different generations of family. I said your 8th house is activated, big time, investments and inheritance. Card is highly associated with inheritance, okay? Like maybe your parents are retiring. They're giving you the family business. Is that what you like? You've got it. There's just something here, okay? You got to make some decisions. You got the 10 of Swords in your crown. That's great. I don't mind it, but it is saying that, yeah, this month there's going to be something up here where you're just like, okay, I got to get up. I got to really, really think about which way I'm going, okay? Have your awakening. The great thing about this, I just said 10 is the end, right? This is actually the card of new dawn. So there's all this wonderful optimism and hope coming out. But you got to learn everything that was like challenging for you, anything taking up too much headspace, learn from it. Everything's cyclical. I tell you this every reading. Okay? You learn from everything that was hard from you. You use it to grow, personally grow. Yeah? And to have those life lessons. You never have to go through that experience again. That's what karma is. Okay? You're going through this karmic cycle, but you've got to learn from it. Okay? Empower yourself from anything that was challenging, especially up here. But make room. Because look down your cross. You see what's happening here? None of them can see. None of them can see. He can't. He can't. She can't. So please, please, please end something that you know you have to end. You're sitting on it. You're sitting on it. You're not trusting your intuition. You're not trusting you. Please trust your intuition. Look at her back is turned to the moon. That's what intuition and the sea, emotions. Trust your intuition. Don't be afraid to go deep. You got all this 8th house activity that's happening right off the bat of the month. Jupiter, which is great. So use it. That's expansion and growth and profit and wisdom. But you got to want it. You got to want it. Okay. Don't hold on to it. There's just some resistance here to something that you don't want to see. Okay. Now, it can have to do with partnerships and relationships in a really big way. Really big way. It can be career, it can be love, but you got the Ten of Swords here, a Gemini card. Remember this in your 8th house. Partnerships, relationships were there. This card is attributed to Moon in Libra. This Moon in Libra, I told you, this full Moon in Libra we're going to have is going to be big for you. Okay? Partnerships and relationships. All right? You got the Ten of Wands here, which is actually a Sagittarius card, which is great, but like inner wisdom, but your self-worth, your self-value, and money. Now, so maybe something here with career. The Hermit in your future. Good. End all this. All right? End all this. You are entering a brand new era, and you want to do it like tap dancing. Okay? Go within. Go deep. Know what you want. You know what? The Virgo. The Hermit is Virgo. I just talked about Virgo for you. You just have that South Node. Well, the South Node is in Virgo all year. Yeah, your karmic journey. There's things about you that you're letting go. New things forming. Virgo rules your 11th house. Like I said, it can be, benefactors, friends, your social network, things like that. But also, 11th house is your hopes, your wishes, your future dreams. Right here, you got to know. You got to know. You got to go with it. You got that light inside you. Let that light shine. All right. This is wisdom. Gray and Tarot's wisdom. This is all gray. There's some things that you're going to have to end, but you're going to have to be honest with yourself about to the point where you're comfortable taking out that blindfold. Okay, Scorpio, let's get to your stuff. Scorpios, y'all, oh my diddly days. What a big month. And of course, I'm trying to not go over an hour. I always just... April's a big month, though. If you thought March was big, I didn't even tell you half the stuff that's happening in April. Okay, so April. Oh, wait, no. If you like this reading, would be great if you subscribe. Leave comments. Actually, tell me what's going on. Tell me. Just tell me, okay? And then, and I appreciate that anyway. I love y'all. All right. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Look. So, oh my God, I gotta just, I'm giving you more time. I gotta give you more time. I never met, okay. Scorpio, when I say, what did I just say earlier? Okay. By the way, you got those 3 tens, you got all four tens. So like I said, there was only one other sign that had that. Okay. This is not common. They had a different number though. And then one other sign in the second spread, but this is not common. I have not seen this in ever. You got all 4 tens, all 4 10 pip cards. Now, When I say I have not seen this ever, I freaked out in the other one when I saw the other ones, like the 4, they got 4 9s this year, 9. You just got 4 10s. Now, this is not common, not just for me, for any reader. We freak out. This is a Celtic cross spread. Some people may do like bigger spreads where, yeah, you're going to see a lot. Like that's half the deck they're putting out for you. This is a Celtic cross spread. How many cards do you see here out of 78 cards? You got all 4 10s. 10 is the end. There's something really major ending for you, but also something major new beginning. When I say your 8th house of death and rebirth is activated, please pay attention. Please pay attention. That's big. That's big. You're the native ruler of the 8th house. And you need that death part for that rebirth. I can't even. Oh my gosh. Okay, before we even get to that, you got the moon. So when I say this moon, the full moon in Libra is going to be really big for you. It's going to be really big for you. When I say watch your moon sign, because there's so many lunations. You got the moon in your sign. That's going to be the biggest thing of all for you this month. Watch your moon sign too, okay? But you got the moon in, there's other lunations that's happening. When the moon moves into Aquarius, like there's just so much. We'll talk about your weekly forecast. The moon, by the way, is attributed to Pisces in tarot, okay? And remember, you've got the North Node in Pisces. You got Venus conjunct Saturn in Pisces. You got North Node conjunct Saturn in Pisces. You've got so much happening in Pisces. I told you, that's going to be big. This is a big month for you. Now, a big energy that's coming through is that some of y'all may be overwhelmed with some of this new, like, as in like, oh my gosh, I'm getting married, like that kind of like, or oh my gosh, I'm starting my own company. Trust your intuition. You're going to be fine. You're going to be absolutely fine. Okay. Remember that lunar eclipse that happened in Virgo. And this is really important. Remember what I said back then, because you're still, remember, you feel that eclipse up to a month after. Virgo energy is nervous energy. It's anxious energy. What did I say during that week and weeks before? With this eclipse, you want to let go of any of that energy. Virgo rules your nervous system, your digestive system, perfectionism, being self-critical, being hard on yourself. Have you let those things go? You still have, all year with the South Node in Virgo, but that was just a big portal for you to do that. Okay. And I'm just telling you because look at your spread. Now, moon, there you go. Yeah. You're going to be in your head. You got another moon here. So you see, you got 3 moons. That's big. What did I say? The subconscious. You're going really deep, okay? This is just saying, listen, be part of your evolution. Trust your intuition. It is the moon, right? You're gonna. There's gonna be things here that you're going to. With a hermit in your future, the moon, you're already going through a lot of that processing, and maybe you're not sleeping at night. Maybe you're not. I mean, the moon only comes out at night, right? But here's the thing. The moon, card 18, 1, 8 equals 9. Whose face is in the moon? The Hermit, card 9. Go within. Do that soul search. Do that soul searching. It's going to be a really big month for you. All right. That's why listen. That's why I have my dog on my lap. She was like, "Wait, are you doing Scorpio? Okay. Let me get there. I know. 8 of Cups. You got an eclipse. Game changing. All right. So, in your external factors area, there's something ending. You got something ending. It's clear as day now. Clear as day. Someone might be leaving you. It's in your external factors area. Okay. Look, they're leaving, and it's hard for them. It's not easy. It's an eclipse. They're doing it at night. They're leaving at night, so they may feel a little like, I don't want anyone to see me do this. You see all that water, emotions. Nothing was really wrong with anything. They're just leaving. And again, it may not be for y'all, again, anything. It could be your babysitter, like I said. Maybe they, fell in love and they're moving to Arkansas, whatever it is. It could be your boss suddenly leaves, and that changes the dynamics of work. And now you're just like, oh, I don't want Fred to be my boss. I'm going to start my own business. So anything that's happening is for the good. All right? Just you got to know what you want. By the way, 8 of Cups, another Pisces card. It's attributed to Saturn and Pisces. Remember, you got Saturn and Pisces for 2 more months. That's it. That's it. You've got to... There's going to be changes. And you've got to adjust. Or you have to make the changes. This can easily be you. This can easily be you saying, I do want to leave this. I know something's better for me. Yeah? 10 of Cups. There it is. There's your affirmation. That's what you want. That's your end game. That's your vision. That's what you want. Happy, everything. Remember, I said you got so much family stuff happening and love. Look at the happy couple. Look at the happy kids. Look at the house. Look at the nature, the rainbows, the only rainbow in tarot. All those cups aligned in that rainbow. A lot of enlightenment. This is just a state of happiness that you just can't make up. This is nirvanic. Now, here's the other thing is that 10. And it is a Pisces card. So again, what brings you joy? What brings you pleasure? What's going to fill your cup? You're going to be fine. You got Temperance. Just avoid any extremes, feeling extreme one way or another. Temperance, all about balance, all about self-restraint, all about moderation. Mix things up. It's okay. Temperance was known as the alchemist. Mix things up. What works for you? What works for you? Look, have your awakening. Don't be afraid to see, plan your next step, go deep, your next era. You're going to be fine. You have an archangel. You have Archangel Michael. Okay? And your final outcome. And remember, Temperance is Sagittarius. You have the 10 of Wands in the heart of your spread, a Sagittarius card. You have these 2 Sagittarius cards. Sagittarius, remember I told you Moon's going to be in Sagittarius. We'll talk about that your weekly, but that's basically going to be a big one. So that is your second house of self-worth, self-value, but also what brings me value, and also what is the value that I bring? What is my worth, right? Have that confidence. Everything's going to work out. You got an archangel telling you you're going to be fine. Everything's going to be great, okay? Foot in the water, foot in the land. Think about it's linking what's possible and what's real. You've got to know. You've got to know. Big month. Big month. A big month of endings. Big month of new beginnings. And oh my gosh. Okay, so I unfortunately do not. Oh gosh. Okay, so let's do it. Let's break it down week by week. Let's just see some things. But with the 4 10s here, again, I've never seen that. I was just so excited when the other sign got the 4 9s because I've never seen all 4 pip cards. I've seen 3, but this is a Celtic cross spread. So it is like I'm not gonna pull for like 20 cards, 40 cards here. Anyway, break it down. The first week for Scorpio, you know what's happening, okay? You got the most insane weekend. You got Jupiter sets out this side. You got Mercury going direct. You got that full moon in Libra. Let's go. Let's see what's going on for you, Scorpio, for the first week of April. Listen. And then new beginnings, aces, new change, new cycle, new opportunity with love, relationships, things that are going to fulfill you emotionally. This is healing, self-healing. This is tears of joy. You're good. You're absolutely good. There's some new relationship coming or an ascension in a relationship, change in a relationship. There's something here that you want, maybe a promotion, maybe a job. Look at what just flipped over. We're okay. So just let things go. Again, that's holding on to things that you know are not good for you. That was a big sign. I cannot believe that just happened. Anyway, you got the Ace of Cups first week, but you also got the Devil too. Devil just saying like, listen, the devil is an energy vampire. The devil represents your fears. It's pessimistic thinking. Are you saying like, I'm not good enough? Are you saying that nothing happens for me? That's the devil. That's you in your head. Remember, your subconscious is going to be activated, right? You got to get rid of that. You got to stop telling yourself that. But also look at the two people from the Lovers card. By the way, remember, all about partnerships and relationships for you this month, right? Can be career. That can be a toxic boss that the devil is, colleague, whatever it is. You got to break the chains. But in order to break the chains, you got to be aware of it. You got to be aware of what is it that is not good for me, that doesn't serve me anymore. What's toxic for me? I got to break the chains. That brings that. Okay. So again, it can be like you starting a job or like you having a kid, or there is so much with that Ace of Cups. Love it. Second week, Scorpio. Yeah, Mercury goes to Reg. You got Mars moving into Leo. You got, we're moving into Taurus season. A lot of focus on partnerships and relationships. And work and career. Second week. Yep. There you go. That's it. There you go. The 4 cups. That's it. That is the second week that's where I really want you to pay attention to. Okay. That's coming right after that full moon in Libra. And that's when the moon's going to be in your sign. I think the day that it's going to be in your sign when we do have the Mercury-Neptune conjunction. Oh, gosh. I told you that's going to be loud for you. That's going to be big for you. You got the 4 cups here. That's all about let's raise our frequency. Let's raise our gratitude. He's got his arms crossed. He's got, look at that. The hand of spirit offering him another cup. And he's just like, so that's raising your frequency. You got to raise your frequency because there's something here that, again, if you're not happy with it, walk away. Okay? Or if there's something is circumstantial that's not working out, don't close off. You got to wrap things up, or you got to open your eyes to it. Okay? 4 cups, moon in Cancer. Now you got 4 moon cards. Be in touch with your intuition and your emotions. Now, third week. Yeah, this is when things get a little bit, okay. Sun square Mars, Saturn conjunct the North Node. Moon in Aquarius conjuncting Pluto. Sun squared Pluto. A lot. Venus conjunct Saturn the second time. Mars opposite Pluto. A lot. Let's see what's going on for you for the third week of April. Yep. You gotta. This is now the self-victim card, is what we call it in tarot. She put herself here. Nobody put her here. She put herself here. What are you? Her feet are free. She can walk out anytime she wants. So really pay attention to the third week with Mars opposite Pluto. Remember all those other aspects. Don't let anyone take your power. Don't let anyone put you here. Okay? She put herself here, but there is a possibility with all this partnership, relationship stuff happening, career stuff happening, that someone might make you feel this way. Yeah? Don't let anyone take your power. Okay? You got now the only 2 people in our all of tarot who's got the blindfold on. So you really gotta and another Gemini card. Rules your 8th house of death and rebirth. It goes deep. It's very psychological. It's your house. Don't be afraid of that change. But this is all about facing the things that you have to face. Okay? Big month. And then last week, got that new moon in Taurus. You got Venus moving to Aries. A lot happening. Let's see what's going on. The 4th week. Oh gosh. And your big awakening. Love it. Look. You got 2 archangels. Amazing. Okay, that new moon in Taurus seems like it's going to be very eye-opening for you, but even that week, you got Judgment. This is all about having that spiritual awakening, but like profound spiritual awakening, where it's like, yes, now I'm awake. Now I see. Now I'm moving forward. Now I'm seeking this meaningful life experience I've never experienced before. I'm making it all happen before all these big changes. I'm making the changes. I feel really good. I hear the blow of the trumpet. I'm healed. I love it. And this card is attributed to Pluto, your modern ruler. I love that. I love that you got Judgment, Temperance, and Hermit all like, wow. Okay. And you got these 4 10s. I can't even believe it. You got the Ace of Cups to kick off. I told you the biggest, most insane weekend of, like, anyway. This is likely the biggest month for you. Oh gosh, I gotta go. Scorpio, thanks so much. Next week, yeah, we'll go deeper in the aspects. Oh my gosh, and then we'll do the second spread. We're gonna pull. I'm gonna pull actually. We'll look at career. We'll look at love. We'll look at a lot of things. We'll look at other things. If you like this reading, so tier 3 members, you know where to find the link. And listen, Scorpio, this is the longest reading I've ever done for a weekly reading or for a monthly reading for any sign. For any sign, I love you. Please, take that time, okay? All these 10s, 4 10s, that never happens. Never happens, okay? Okay? That'd be great. Leave comments, subscribe, all of that. But anyway, I'm here for you, okay? Scorpio, y'all are amazing. I'll see you next week. All right, bye-bye.